What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel.
Yeah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh. Ah. Let's go.
If you're new here, hi, my name is Selina. Definitely make sure to subscribe down below and join my YouTube family. Today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a few things I wish I knew before I started college. I feel like there's no way to actually prepare for college until you've kind of stepped into it already. But now that I have, I kind of just want to share with you guys that are probably entering in the spring semester or just want to know in general things that I kind of went through this semester. I feel like could help you. I really hope that before I started school, someone told me these, but you know, we can help each other, okay? That's why I'm here. I was gonna hold this video off until I finish my freshman year of college, but like, why wait, you know? But that's all for the intro, so let's go ahead and get straight into the video. The very first thing I want to start off talking about is parking. Now, college parking is absolutely insane. I hate it. I hate the fact that, you know, one, you're already paying to stay on campus, because I did stay on campus this fall semester, and then two, they want to come at you for it. Like, where am I gonna put my car? It's one thing to like have us pay for our residence hall, but it's like another thing when you're charging me to pay for parking. Like, okay, I'll pay because I need a place to put my car, but then you're gonna tell me where to park at the same time. It's not gonna work, okay? College is definitely one of those places where it's like there's so many kids looking for a place to put their car, and you telling us specifically where to park is just gonna cause a problem because, you know, there's just not enough space for everybody. I really found it to be kind of annoying with the way my school system ran the parking. I did have a little bit of a predicament with the parking facility. It's resolved right now, but if it wasn't, then you know it'd actually be an issue. If you are looking to go to college like on campus, definitely consider that. Be aware that you are gonna have to pay for parking. You're gonna have to deal with the BS they put you through with the parking system. But if you don't bring a car, I mean, there's always gonna be transportation. Just, yeah, keep a heads up on that. So the next thing is staying in your dorm is not going to make you friends. I don't know why I thought this was a valid way for me to get friends at the beginning of the semester. All I did was stay in my dorm, you know, do my work and just not talk to anybody. That kind of gets boring. You really want to be able to branch out. It's college. Everyone's looking to meet people. Everyone's looking to, you know, have fun. So I decided to take it into my own hands and find a way to do that. One way you can really get to know people is by, you know, getting out of your dorm, going to study maybe in a public place like the school library or like the main central of your school. You can just bump into a lot of people and get to talking and just get to know people. Especially with Corona, things are not as easy as it used to be when it comes to being social and getting out there. So you really have to take matters into your own hands if you're looking to build a social life on campus. It worked out pretty well for me. I met a few of my friends just by studying out in open places, and now we kind of just study all together. People aren't going to come up to you if you don't really go out to them. You really have to be willing to open up to others. That way you can get to building some friendships and just getting to know people. It definitely takes a lot more than just adding them on Snapchat or Instagram and calling it a day. Simple things like, hey, you want to go get lunch, want to go get dinner, just things like that that really help to broaden your horizons. And the more you meet one person, they're probably going to have a friend that they know, and y'all just all become friends, and next thing you know, you have a friend group that you didn't even know you asked for. So that's pretty much how it worked for me, and I hope it works. So the next thing is, when it comes to your classes, you really want to ask around for the best professors. You want to get insight on which professors you should be taking for a specific course, especially if you have a feeling that it's not going to be your strong suit, because you don't want to take a course where you honestly don't understand the material because you have a really crappy professor. So I kind of just went on like Rate My Professor and looked up professors I was going to be taking for my classes, and they gave me ratings with reviews, which I found to be pretty helpful. I also just take advantage of the upperclassmen on campus. I know it can be kind of scary talking to people not in your grade level, but you got to get out there, sis. You have to open up. And so I would just ask people that are in my major. By the way, I'm a nursing major, so I just kind of ask people that have taken courses ahead of me, you know, what's this professor like? Should I take this one? What's this one like on this? What's this one like on that? And they can give you an insight into those professors and their classes and how they teach. That way you can get with a professor that really understands you and your learning style, and y'all can communicate effectively for you to pass. Next up, we're just going to talk about college boys. College boys are really just high school boys with a little bit more maturity, like a dash, you know, like a sprinkle of maturity, because, you know, they are staying on top of the game, getting their work done. They are like working. When it comes to college relationships, I would say, you know, just don't rush into any, because when you think about it, a lot of people going to college have probably broken up with high school relationships just so they could open their horizons and get to know people in college. College is really one of those places where you can get to meet people from so many different areas, and you don't want to just get stuck to one relationship from high school. You really just want to take your time when it comes to getting to know college guys or college girls, whoever you like, okay? But yeah, just keep in mind that not everyone's gonna be exactly what you want. We're all still learning, we're all still growing and getting to know ourselves. For me personally, I mean, I did branch out, get to know a few people, took nothing seriously, just not there mentally. And you know, it's my freshman year. You know, you kind of want to just chill it out, play the field, know what your options are. Just keep the field open for sophomore or junior year. Avoid drama at all costs. You really don't want to get involved in anything in your freshman year. Like, it is way too early for that. Keep that in mind. So next thing is, you don't have to be best friends with your roommate. I really feel like before Corona, like a lot of people went into college thinking me and my roommate are gonna be best friends, we're gonna hang out every Saturday, we're gonna do this, do that. And the truth is, like, half the time you don't even know your roommate before you move into the room. So you really just want to take things slow, get to know them. I mean, you don't have to be best friends, you don't have to hang out all the time. At the end of the day, you're just sharing a room with them to split the cost. So yeah, but you really do want to at least open up and be friendly and respect their space as they respect yours. And just remember that although you may have went through a process to match with someone that kind of matches your qualities, they're not always going to be as perfect as you want them to be. Learn that the hard way. So like me and my roommate, we aren't like the best of friends, but we do respect each other and have a really good time together. So remember that you can't really force certain relationships, they just kind of have to come naturally. And if it happens, great, and if not, well, then you made a new acquaintance or a friend or whatever you want to call it. Another thing, although Corona is still like a really big thing for us this season, if you are looking to like move into college halls, just make sure that you choose your residence halls and meal plans and stuff wisely. Okay, you guys, like, I had to learn the hard way. You really don't want to get stuck in a situation where you end up paying hundreds of dollars for a meal plan that you didn't really know you could afford, because at the end of the day, college food is not as good as people say it is. You'll get there when you get there, okay? College food really isn't all that. I mean, it depends what college you go to, of course. You really just want to choose your meal plans and your room and board according to your financial state and, you know, just how much you eat, I guess. Just really pay attention to what you're paying and what you're contributing out of pocket. Don't go overboard on it, because in the end, you're going to be stuck in a really bad financial situation, which you're most likely not going to get out of, unless, of course, you know, you're hella rich. You can't really get everything you want in a room. You're not going to get the whole hotel space with the windows on each side, 2 sinks. Like, it's just not going to work that way. You're honestly just going to be there for maybe like a year or 2, maybe even a semester if you decide to move out. So yeah, just learn to get comfortable in the space you're given and just kind of appreciate it. Just kind of go with the flow. I mean, school isn't really that long. Next up, don't buy textbooks unless you really need it. There are a lot of textbooks and PDFs online that you can search up and use. Sometimes you don't have to pay nothing to get access to them. So make sure when your professors are claiming that you get a certain book, that you search it up online and see if there's a way you could possibly use it online instead of buying a book. I made this mistake where I got a book for my psychology class this semester, and have I touched that book ever since? No. I literally bought that book, stressed over it, everything, and as soon as I got it, never touched it once the whole course. So don't do that to yourself. So the textbooks you need for your class are probably going to be online. We live in a digital era. Make sure you don't waste your time and energy on textbooks that you're not going to need for more than like a semester. So next thing is pay attention to your grade distribution. Grade distribution is pretty much the way that your course is set up. Your exams are going to be a certain percentage, your quizzes, your assignments. So they're all going to count towards a certain percentage, and they're all going to add up to your overall course. You really want to pay attention to what category has the most percentage. That way you study more for that category. That way you can really pass the grade. Because if that category makes up majority of your class, then you're really going to want to focus on it compared to like the quizzes that are maybe like 5-10% or participation, whatever it is. Really pay attention to the way that your course is set up, because you really don't want to end up failing a class because you failed a test that counted for more than half of your grade. Okay. Another thing, when it comes to your college classes, make sure that you yourself are staying on top of your college courses and paying attention to your major and the courses you need to complete that major. Your advisors are going to help you along the way, but let me tell you, sis, they are going to be on your butt. They are going to do everything in their willpower to make you take a minor, take extra classes that you will not need. And at the end of the day, you're wasting money on courses that you don't even care about, you never wanted, you never signed up for. Each credit hour does cost a certain amount, and you don't want to be paying that much for a class that you don't even need for your major. So yeah, although your advisors are there to help you, they're going to try to make you take some unnecessary courses that you will really not need and you'll probably regret. They're honestly going to end up stressing you out more than the classes that you actually need to take for your major. So you really want to stay on top of that. And last but not least, is so important to pay attention to your class announcements. Most colleges, you are going to have your own student email. For me, I have my own student email. I'm going to tell you guys, that thing is blowing up. is blowing up, okay? Like, it's a party in there every single time I check it. So many emails from so many classes, and sometimes if you don't check it for maybe even a day, you're gonna miss something really important that could benefit you for a certain assignment or for something else coming up. Definitely make sure that you're checking your class emails, course announcements, whatever it is. That way you stay on top of the game and that you are one step ahead when it comes to doing an assignment or submitting it a certain way. Professors are definitely there to help you get through the course, so don't leave them out. You know, check your notifications. I know you don't be getting any notifications on your phone, so go ahead and check your school email. All right, you guys, we have reached the end of this video. I really do hope you enjoyed it and found it to be very helpful. If you are starting college soon, definitely comment down below what you're going to be studying. Pretty curious. Reach the end of the video. 1, I love you. 2, hope you liked the video, and if you did, definitely make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below to my channel for more content. I hope to see you guys in my next week's video. Bye guys.